Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your dual dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Well, today's topic is going to be one brought out of real life, as always. What do you do if you've got two very painful or more situations in your body going on at the same time? Let's say you have three that are in close proximity to one another. Let's give you an example. Men, you'll know better than women, but women, you're probably going to know this too anatomically. Let's say you have IBS and it's hitting and it's bad right now and there's something wrong under there. Very painful. Let's say you also have a prostate problem. Let's say you also have your ongoing back problem. This is not a complaint by any stretch of the imagination. This is a shout out to what do we do? What do we treat first? Is it always the worst, most painful thing gets the attention? I talk a lot about Maslow's law. Is that the right way to look at this? For example, you've got a burning rod running through your belly button to the back on an angle. The back is at a 910. The inside is at a 910. And below the inside is at a 910. What do you do? How do you approach a doctor and say what's wrong with you? Because what doctors want to know is, what specialist should I send you to? Here's my point. I'm not laying in bed right now. That is an alternative. That is what people do when they're racked with all these things. They just stay in bed under the covers. Well, you know what? I've made a promise to myself all these years in this pain that wasn't going to be my approach, because you get nothing done there. The only time I go there is if I need to really, really rejuvenate myself from a bad, bad, bad time. So what do you do when you're in a situation where you're alert and awake? What doctor do you see first? So raise one hand if you think you go to the doctor for the thing that's the most painful. Maybe the other hand, you go to the doctor that you think is the most serious, life-threatening. I don't know how you even approach it. So what do I do? Honestly, I go to all three. I have no choice. I see a urologist, I see a rectal colon specialist, and I see a pain specialist for my back. Now, hopefully with a doctor quarterback that I'm going to have, I can discuss these things with him and say, my God, what do I do? What does somebody in my situation do? What do I treat first? So it's not as simple as waking up in the morning and go, my left leg hurts today. You better get that taken care of, because on your way down to make the phone call to the left leg, your back reminds you it's there. Your insides flare up in two different spots, and you basically say, hold on a second, that leg isn't so important right now. But what do we do? Well, the first thing I want to let everybody know is there's hope. That's right. On Senior Stoner's perspective, there's hope. The hope is that it won't always be this way. The lifelong experiences I've had have taught me that it gets this way sometimes. But in the circle of pain, once you go through the circle, there's a spot. And that spot is where you can have an opening. It's kind of like you got to be a pain running back on the football team. On the pain team, you got to be the running back. And you got to search for those openings, dodge and weave, and get through one. Not looking for a touchdown here. Not even looking for a first down. You're just looking to make the ball move forward a little bit. There is hope. The hope is that even if all things are hitting at the same time, there'll be some pain relief medicine, something that you'll have at your disposal to help. This is not designed to tell us that we're in situations that we're going to be the end of us and be in that negativity. Absolutely not. You need to look at this. Yes, reality, you're hurting, you're in pain. You may be for all the rest of your life. Reality, you've got to make the best, not that, but you've got to make the best of what you have. The things you have that you can do and that you love. Even if it's as simple as turning on a TV show and laughing. You'd be surprised at the things I laugh at on TV today in America. There's a lot to laugh at, unfortunately. And This challenge that your body gives you is just that. It's a challenge. And aren't we all up for a challenge, really? You know, it's kind of like being picked on. I was picked on. But you learn now. There's learning. So if somebody tried to pick on me now, it'd be a very different response. In the old days, the response was just try to talk them out of it. Because I was always told, talk your way through things. So I never fought. Never fought back. But today, you want to pick on me? Okay, pick on me, but there's going to be a consequence. Okay? So my body is picking on me. My body is picking on me. Talking to it hasn't resolved the situation. I haven't been able to reason with my body to stop the pain and all these different things. Now I've got to take action. The kind of action I take is pretty interesting. You've seen me do it. I medicate. I take my medicine on time. And I try to change my physical activities to mirror the level of pain. If I'm in a great deal of pain on a given day, not much physical activity is going to happen with me because it's only going to make my pain worse. I've learned that. So it's not so important to me at many times in my day what is hurting worse. It's all hurting, so you need to stop. Hard stop sometimes and rejuvenate. Get off your feet, do whatever you have to do. There is no playbook, unfortunately, for multiple illnesses or injuries happening at the same time, causing a great deal of pain. It's individual. It's like on the bottom of that deli menu, it says individual can of tuna. On every deli menu, they have it on a bed of lettuce. This is an individual situation. Senior Stoner presents my way. You're going to present your way. You might have 9 things wrong with you at one time, God forbid. I feel bad for you. But there's hope. Now, you're going to say, he's a fool. Senior Stoner's a fool. What kind of hope can there be for a person like me with 9 things? And look how horrible each one of them are. Yes, but you're watching this video and you're thinking. So there's hope. I've always looked at it, no matter what I've encountered, and I've encountered a lot, unfortunately, that if you can keep the topic moving, if you can think about it, if you can move it forward, even in your mind, you've succeeded. You've had motion. You've done something. You've won. And winning today in our lives is microscopic. It's fractions of a hair movement forward, but it's movement. Okay? Even if you're moving around on the hamster wheel, like I do, you're in motion. Okay? Very important to remember that and give yourself credit for that. Very important. The last thing I'm going to say about this is what I mentioned just briefly about credit. Give yourself credit for this. We all should wear medals. There should be a medal for pain. And it should be like the bars, of the medals they give, and it should be down to the frickin' floor for some people of all the pain they endure. There should be a medal. Instead, there's not. There's a dunce cap and a chair in the corner. Can you imagine? That's what they do to people in pain in America today. First, they try to tell you you're not in pain. That's the dunce cap. Then they stick you in the corner because they think you're lying, trying to get pills. It's a wacko situation we're in. The most important thing to remember, I'll say it again, the most important thing to remember, let's see, did I say it already? The most important thing to remember is there's always hope. Might not be this moment, might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but there's always hope. Let's take our dabs and think about the positive of hope. We're going to use Sour Animal Hybrid Diamonds today. Throw a little bit of that into our first dab of the day, which is going to come from our G-Pen Connect on our higher standards new glass piece. And I am just loving it. It is a really, really great purchase. Not just a good purchase. It's a great purchase for Senior Stoner. Here we go. Coming in on blue. Cheers. Excellent hit. Extremely efficient. Well, you can all tell what this is. This is the Crimson Carta with a brand new glass top. Not just clean, brand new. And did I note also a brand new atomizer? So I have a brand new atomizer inside and brand new glass. Here we go. It's, by the way, for those who ask, it's a traditional atomizer. I don't buy the Everlast atomizers. Here we go. Sorry about the barking. Somebody's probably out front. Shuggy barks when my ring doorbell rings. Cheers, everybody. Look at those clouds. Carta hits like the Big Pen. First time, every time. And it even operates like Marlon Perkins on the Timex watch from Animal Kingdom, Mutual of Omaha Animal Kingdom. You remember it. The Timex watch on the back of the motorboat tied on takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Excuse me. Sugar! So listen, everybody. The message today to everyone. Doesn't matter if you have one thing wrong with you, 9 things wrong with you, or none things wrong with you. There's always hope. Cheers.